Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Basketball Wives Season 6, Episode 6. Can you believe we are 6 episodes in? I mean, this show is just dragging on along, shit. I guess we gonna what? How many episodes do you think they're gonna have for this? 12? 15? We might be getting over the hump soon, y'all. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so I didn't realize that, I don't know how I got this confused. I didn't realize that this girls trip that they was going to take was going to happen so soon. Okay, but I guess they got to get this old boring ass show on the road. They're going to Palm Springs. I remember the last time they went to Palm Springs. Wasn't that the one when Sunny got that big ass motherfucking shiner is like her eye was talking? That's when Malaysia's damn gold cuff just busted that bitch straight in the face and we gave Drea the credit. Anyway, we are going back to Palm Springs, all the girls. We just gonna try to get on track and have a good time. We see Shawnee, Tammy, and Evelyn. They on their way there first. And they get there, and the place is beautiful. They pick out their rooms. Evelyn, since she was the one who organized this whole thing, she gets the best room. But they all get good rooms because, like I said, they're the first ones there. And fuck, they with the executive producer. As these things go, there's always bomb-ass rooms, some okay rooms, and then just some horrible rooms. The next person in line to get there is Kristen. They tell her that she got her room down there in the dungeon. Now, they hadn't even gone down there to look and see, so, you know, Kristen ain't really feeling it. But when she gets down there, she's like, oh, okay, this is all right, but what's up with the air mattress? They got an air mattress with, you know, a little comforter bag set sitting there for somebody. She was like, ain't nobody sleeping in here with me. Okay, let's get this air mattress upstairs. So they take the air mattress upstairs. Right while they taking the air mattress upstairs, we see Jackie in Malaysia. They on their way there together too. Okay, now they not getting there till the evening. Not quite sure why the times are spread out like this. I'm sure it's for dramatic effect, but for the show's purpose, they didn't get there till later. When they walk in the room, they see Shawnee and them making up this bed. They was like, who was that for? Okay, Malaysia was like, I don't sleep on nobody's fucking air. It was like, y'all go down there and see what you got. And this would be classified as the horrible rooms. You know, they got bunk beds for these last two. I guess Malaysia was okay with it because she didn't never say nothing. But Jackie was just like, yeah, I think I'm going to take that air mattress. I'm going to sleep in the living room. I was like, you guys are not going to want to have to deal with Jackie's ass all in the middle of the damn living room. Every time you go in the kitchen, try to get you something to eat, something to drink, there go Jackie just looking at you. Anyway, once we get the bedroom situation situated, and it's not as dramatic as I thought it was gonna be, now we sit down to a game of Never Have I Ever. This should be sure to get the dramatics going. So we go around the table and everybody is throwing in their Never Have I Evers. Never have I ever skinny dipped. Never have I ever slept with a soccer player. Never have I ever shoplifted. Never have I ever had sex in public. Never have I ever slept with a married man. Evelyn raises her finger and Tammy was like, bitch, now I know good and goddamn well you not fixing to sit up here and say you ain't slept with a married man. You sitting right next to the married man's wife at the time that you was fucking her. So I was like, uh-oh, shit fixing to go sour here, because Evelyn, for whatever reason, will not just admit that the nigga was married. Even if he wasn't, you know, actively in the marriage, he still was. And we just going by technicalities right now. So Tammy was just like, why you got your finger up? Evelyn was just like, well, technically. What's going on with Evelyn's nose? Why is she all congested and everything sound like she's talking to her? And she didn't have no nose job or nothing, right? Because it sounds like it's some pressure up in the right through up in here area. I have a good friend that had a nose job. Her voice did change for a minute there, so I was just like, what's going on? I don't think she had a nose job. I mean, her nose was small already to begin with, but I was just like, what is this, girl? Get you some Zyrtec or some Claritin or Allegra D, something, shit. But Evelyn goes on and takes her hand down. Okay, technically he was married even though he wasn't there. Okay, that's all we trying to go by now. The nigga was married. So they sitting there and they laughing about it. And Malaysia, she gets a sudden tug at her heart, you guys. A pang of sorrow because her dear B is not there. Not Beyonce, but that motherfucking single white female. She was just like, you know, you guys all be sitting there. Oh, that was almost my Portia voice. You guys are all just sitting here laughing. And I'm just like, dang, I miss my girl. See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. See, this is why I didn't watch last season. Because Malaysia by herself is cool. Malaysia and Brandy, they is the strangest fucking cocktail that you got to deal with. And I don't like Malaysia and Brandy. I don't like that mix. And I knew I wasn't gonna like Malaysia last season if I watched her fuck around with that damn single white female. And this right here, I was just like, what fucking grown ass woman? I mean, I know you be missing your girls and everything, but what one grown woman sits there and admits that, oh, I miss my girl. I don't have nobody to laugh and giggle with either. I was just like, Lord. She asked them, do they miss Brandy? No. Okay, Tammy done already told you by no uncertain terms that she ain't got it for SWV. SWD. What is it? Single white female. She realizes now that whole situation with Duffy last season was because single white female was pumping her up. Like, you know, you better represent Houston. Don't let this girl punk you. Tammy was just like, yeah, I don't want to see the bitch. I don't never want to see the bitch. Don't bring the bitch around me. You can't be much clearer than that. But Malaysia was just like, it don't even matter because if Malaysia Pargo is there, then single white female gonna be there. I said, okay, girl. We done already warned you. Now, the next morning, okay, the girls get up and we're going to try to have a better day. Sit by the pool and have mimosas and, you know, have girl talk and all of that. So, what we doing today, Evelyn? I got a good idea, Kristen. I'm going to give you a makeover. Kristen looks at her like, what, bitch? Who the fuck asked you for a makeover? She don't understand where this came from. And, you know, Evelyn, I think it'll be so much fun because you have, like, potential to be so bomb. I just feel like you could, you know, really change up your... I said... Now, Evelyn, I just know at some point you have to realize that you sound so fucking self-righteous. Don't come telling me that I got the potential to be bomb. Bitch, I'm bomb right now. Even if you don't think so. Who makes you the judge on this? So, you know, she was just telling her, like, I think it's going to be so much fun. And Kristen is looking at her like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to get up. This ain't right. So she gets up and she walks away. Evelyn still does not realize that the girl is this upset. When she tells us that she is losing weight from her miscarriage, and you know, who does this? Who actually sits and makes a woman feel uncomfortable about her body? So Jackie was like, I'm gonna go check on her, make sure that she's okay. So Jackie goes over there and is like, you okay? She was like, no, I'm not okay. This shit is not right. Like, I mean, you know, she's making me feel all uncomfortable and all judged. Fuck, she knows that I just was pregnant and I had a miscarriage, so why is she even trying to tell me about myself and making me feel even more insecure? Over there at the pool, though, you know, Evelyn's still going on how she don't look presentable in her biker shorts and all of that. And, you know, Kristen was just like, I'm just going to try to find a positive. And I was like, girl, fuck that. Ain't no positive in this. I'd have been cussed that bitch out. Like, I will look exactly. If I want to fucking walk around here in nude colored biker shorts, then that's what the fuck I'ma do. Don't come up here telling me, but I guess because she's new to the group and maybe she's feeling a little bit off anyway, you know, she was not quite sure how she should act. So she says she gonna make the best of it. So she goes back over there and sits down, and Evelyn tells her, you know, I think this is gonna be good. You're really gonna enjoy it, okay? She got Sanaya. Sanaya's coming. She's this big time stylist. And yeah, she's gonna do it all for you. So girl, just, it's okay. We're not trying to make you feel bad. This is a good thing. So Sanaya comes, and already Kristen is looking at her like, I really don't think so. Sanaya's like, well, I knew that you wasn't gonna really feel good about it. You know, Jackie had mentioned that you was gonna have an attitude, and she was just like, oh, Jackie, you knew about it? And Jackie was just like, well, yeah, I kind of knew, but you know, I just told him that you was not gonna feel it and that you was gonna go off. So then Kristen is mad that Jackie like blindsided her, didn't tell her that this was going to happen. So then I was like, wait a minute, Kristen, now, even though Jackie should have told you, don't lose sight of the person that's really the one responsible for this bullshit. So she's already rolling her eyes at Jackie like, bitch, you done set me up too. But she's gonna go with it, okay? She just gonna try to be more open-minded, okay? So her and Sanaya, they go into this room, and Sanaya's like, girl, I got makeup, I got hair, I got wardrobe, honey, we gonna do the damn thing. I'm looking at Sanaya, I'm looking at Chris, and I'm saying, yeah, I don't know, unless Sanaya really is one of those stylists that don't take into account her own style and looks at the person and tries to just enhance what they are, this shit ain't gonna work. So, you know, Sanaya's like, you know, we just sort of do like ghetto chic. Kristen was like, what? She said, yeah, ghetto chic, girl. You know how it is. We gonna just, you know, chicing up the ghetto. Girl, it's okay because, you know, I know you might not have the budget for like real expensive shit. We can make your style fit to even a bank account that you have. Kristen was like, who said anything about my bank account? Why are you even trying to tell me what you can do for me when I didn't ask for your ass in the first place? So it ain't going well. Okay, now the girls is in the room with her. and you got Shani and Tammy on the bed, and Evelyn is just kind of looking from the other side. Evelyn's starting to look shocked, like, oh my god, this is not going the way I thought it was going to be, because Sanaya is rude as fuck. So Evelyn is still trying to convince her. I'm thinking to myself, like, why at no point during any of this, when you guys realized how uncomfortable Kristen was, why didn't you guys just say, you know what, this is a bad idea, I shouldn't have even, let's stop it. Okay, it didn't even need to go this far, because obviously this girl did not want to do it. Okay, so now it was just like, girl, it's okay. I saw a really good meme the other day. It said that you not ugly, you just broke. And it was all like that. She was like, and you know, you ain't got no style. So, I mean, and she was just like, who's to say I don't have no style? And girl, Tammy and Shani was laying on the bed over there just looking like, this bitch is super rude. So now Evelyn is feeling bad. This is not what she envisioned. She expected this to go well. She didn't want her whole look changed. She just wanted her to, you know, like I said, enhance what Kristen already has. Sanaya ain't there for the enhancement. So now Kristen has had enough, and she tells Sanaya that she's a rude ass bitch, and you know, how you gonna tell me that I don't have no style? And Sanaya was like, I did not say you didn't have no style. They were like, you did. She was like, when did I say that? They were like, bitch, 2 minutes ago. And then they ran the camera back, and she was just like, and you ain't got no style. They were like, Kristen was just like, you know, bitch, I done had enough of this. I'm done. She leaves out the room, and she goes back in the other room, and she's telling Malaysia and what's the child name with the 2 names, Bonnie Jill or some shit, the dog lover, what happened. And they both was like, she said all this to you? You sat there with that shit? Okay, so she's all upset, and she's crying, and she can't take it. Back in the other room, Shani and Tammy is trying to get Sanaya to realize that she was rude. Okay, it was like, you was rude as fuck. She was like, no, I was not. They were like, you were. Why don't you see that? Sanaya ain't listening. They was just like, girl, you is a mess. Jackie tells her that she needs to, you know, apologize to Kristen. Come on, girl, let's go on here. We just gonna make this whole thing better, smooth it all over. So she grabs her hand and she takes her back out there to Kristen. Evelyn tells her that she feels bad finally, after we done been through this shit for some hours probably, and you know, she starts crying that was not her intentions. You know, if you your body, like, I didn't know you was having body issues, and I was just like, girl, you can save them damn crocodile tears, because don't no bitch want to be told that they ain't got no damn style. But whatever. Kristen says she's going to choose to believe that Evelyn was doing it not coming from a negative place, okay? And that's just what she's going to roll with right now. And then they bring that damn Sanaya out there, and, you know, Sanaya does her version of, I guess, apologizing. And then Jackie's all happy, okay? So good, girl. Now, why don't you just stay here with us the rest of the time? Kristen looks at her like, bitch, no, you did not just invite this bitch to stay. Okay, Kristen is ready to go. Now to the most interesting part of the damn show, because we talked about fucking Kristen and her body issues and the fact that she ain't got no style for 40 fucking minutes. We get to the girls' night out. Okay, they on a limo bus. They gonna have a good time. They go to this restaurant. Oh, this is cute. You know, they sit down, and they got that stupid ass Sanaya with them. Okay. And Sanaya puts it on them that yeah, she was dating this basketball player. They was together for a while, you know, and that he was a top NBA player, like top of the top. They was together for a minute there, and then he had another baby, and then he got married, you know, but she was with him up to like 3 days before his marriage. I said, Sanaya, who is you fucking? They were like, we know exactly who she's talking about. And bitch, you was a home wrecker. You sitting up here proud of yourself at this table with a whole bunch of ex-wives or ex-girlfriends of basketball players, because ain't none of them married to no damn basketball player now. So bitch, we don't see it for your ass no more. Shani was just like, so did you love him? And she was just like, yeah, she loved him. But I guess she realized that, you know, he was married and she couldn't deal with it no more, I suppose. So, I mean, I don't even know if she left it out there that they broke up. I'm still trying to figure out who the hell she's talking about. Now, we talked about it all on Twitter last night. Of course, we came up with LeBron. We came up with D. Wade. And we came up, some people said, what's this, Zach somebody? I don't even know who he is, but I guess, is he a top NBA player? Who recently got married. And then of course they kept saying Allen Iverson, because evidently this girl did fuck around with Allen Iverson back in the day. But She was making it seem like it was more current, more recent. She did say that he had 3 kids. Allen Iverson has 5 kids. Him and his wife been married 16 years. So I'm still not clear on the timeline, but to me, she was making it seem like it was way more recent. And if it wasn't LeBron and Dwayne Wade, it was fucked up the way they edited that into the show, because they over there minding their own damn business. Listen, they trying to stay clear, especially D Wade now, okay? Because we already know that his baby mama's on the fucking show, and now you come bringing this other one on. Like, it could be way more drama. I guess we gonna see if it turns out to be D Wade. But like I said, they didn't never say no name. So y'all tell me, out of those people, who you think it might be, or if we forgetting somebody else who it might be. I don't know. But that was the only part of the show last night. I was like, oh, who the fuck is she fucking at the top of the NBA? Talking about she sat down in the front. Somebody was like, I don't see LeBron James sitting down with his side chick, in the front row of the basketball game. I was, child, you know how these motherfuckers will switch up a story real quick. Okay, the nigga probably was playing basketball, had a foul, and fell out into the damn, where she might have been sitting, and then that considered to her, she thinks that they were sitting together. So, I mean, you can take them stories with a grain of salt, but, Sanaya was fucking somebody, child. Who was it? Anyway, Malaysia done had enough of this. She gets up because she says she has to go to the bathroom. And then she comes back and she was just like, oh, surprise, surprise. Guess who I got? She got that damn single white female. And honey, Tammy is looking like, now I done told this bitch clearly, don't bring her around me. Don't bring the bitch around me. So when they see single white female coming and she's sitting down, hey y'all. Tammy, Shawnee, and Evelyn looking. Shawnee was like, so are we leaving? Because Shawnee don't really see it for single white female either. And Evelyn is just going with the group because she knew. Okay, I mean, new, old, what I'm talking about. So when they get up and go, they was just like, oh, what you doing? Where you going? Okay, what's the problem? What's the problem? Bitch, I just done told you exactly what the fucking problem is. This is the other thing that get on my fucking nerve with Malaysia. Now listen, you was all smiling and keying and fine without single white female, but as soon as single white female come, nashy about it, like, oh, y'all gonna leave out, then we gonna follow you too and figure out what the problem is. I said, girl, see, this is what I'm talking about. Them two as a team, cannot stand them. So they go out, and honey, Tammy got her cigarette. When you got a cigarette, she is stressed the fuck out. That cigarette done saved many lives, I'm sure. So she out there smoking, and single white female comes and was like, so what's the problem? Like, you guys are not going, y'all leaving? They just looking around. Okay, they on the phone until Shawnee probably calling, like, bring this fucking car around here now. She was like, so you guys are just gonna ignore me? And honey, they looking around like they ain't never seen the motherfucker in front of them. I said, good, ignore her ass. Because why are you there? Nobody invited you. Nobody wants to see you, Malaysia. You on some fuck shit for doing that. But they ignore her ass. And she was fucking molded, and I loved every minute of it, but I was just like, oh, y'all, that single white female, she get my blood boiling. I can't stand her ass. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. This show is just so blah. Anyway, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.